Nerd Soul.
Lay ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. It's anime time. Y'all going and rejoice. All right. Cause I'm not by myself. We got the crew up in here, if you will. I'm gonna start off with a lovely lady, the gaminated one. She comes to you by way of Jackson, Mississippi. Put your hands together for Gamma Ray Cosplay.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing? It's your girl Gamma Ray Cosplay, lawyer by day, cosplayer by night. And yeah, on a whole anime binge, serious addiction, all the time. All the time. Yeah, I love my anime.
And we got the whole dynamic duo of the South. I'm gonna throw it to a young brother. All right, he rhymes and he rips and he rips and he rhymes. All right, I give to you, Marked Up. What's up?
What is good, y'all? It is Marked Up, half man, part amazing. Spicy like that Creole, not that Cajun. What is good, y'all?
Yo, man,
I be missing y'all.
It's all good. Yo, we gonna be forming like Voltron soon. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, it is coming. The time is coming.
I'm gonna throw it over to the other young gentleman. This man has been holding it down for years. All right, bringing you indie books, nationwide books, toys, merch at your local pull-ups, all right, your local pop-ups, and your local conventions. I give to you, Cooper.
Hey man, you know when you gotta pull up or you gotta pop up. It's all on you. Like volume 2 of BG. But anyway, shout out to everybody who's listening at www.blerd-ish.com, blurs.com. You can catch us on several platforms, everything from Spotify to Apple. Many ways to listen, but you can always catch the embedded and wonderful things and extra things on the website. So, of course, we're here to talk plenty of anime, and since we mentioned Voltron, I wonder, are me and Mark, are we the legs? Am I Hunk and is he Pinge? Pinge was a leg, right?
Pinge was a leg.
I think they were both legs.
Pinge. I'm good on that.
It's great. He had a nice, I'm not a big orange guy, but I kind of like new Hunk over old Hunk. Old Hunk was I like old Hunk, but he sounded like Fred Flintstone. And he just always ready. He was angry. But guess what though? Both of the Hunks will shoot you.
Oh, that's cold.
they heavy gunners for a reason.
All right, so I'm gonna drop this real quick. If you are in the Baton Rouge, metropolitan area, on August 5th and 6th, going in, won't you come? On down to the Mid-City Microcon, you will not only see Gamma Ray Cosplay, you will not only see Cooper, you will not only see Mark Dub, but you will see me. All right, we got a whole host of cool people coming through. We got video game tournaments and all kinds of stuff, but we also have our panel that we doing, and we're gonna be keeping it live, having a good time. Won't you come? It's free. Bring the kids. You know what I'm saying? Bring a buck or two. Go shop with the Blerdish folks.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. Like this is where our call to the altar moment. Look, yeah, I've been working my butt off for real. I ain't even. I'm not even about to give you no sale point. I ain't about to give you no jazz. I ain't about to give you no upset. Like if you appreciate hard eating grassroots pounding the pavement, I've been doing it everywhere from GameWare to game to Game Exchange to the mall. Mark been with me. He been pounding the pavement too. We've been swapping it in your hands, talking to you, chatting you up, and trying to get you to come. So if you are out here, please, by all means, all jokes aside, it's free. Even if you don't, we do want you to bring money if you got it. Don't stunt if you got it. It ain't stunting if you got it, as they say. Get you a new book to read, get you smart. But even if you don't have it, just come. Just come out.
Come on down.
Have a good time.
To the bayou.
Like Pastor Mike say, won't you come? Won't you come?
if you want to see black, if you are into fandom and you want to meet other black people and other various folks that are into fandom, and you local, you can't go to the big cons. You can't go to Anime X. Most of us can't afford to go to DreamCon. It is a dream for us to go to that con. Come to MicroCon.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on over. We gonna do a panel. Gamma Ray got a whole cosplay contest. You know what I'm saying? There's a video game contest. I'm gonna be whooping up on some folks. You best believe that. All right,
Mike
whether
is
it's Street
going.
Fighter 5 or 6, whoever it's gonna be, I'll
Mike
be holding it down.
is going to put on the red bandana and the white gi,
Oh,
and
yep,
he's gonna look. He's just gonna look real furious, and he's just gonna start breaking boards.
yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be barefooted, and my feet are gonna be abnormally large compared to my legs. But it's gonna be alright.
That's why he can do a hurricane kick, man. Be
Yep.
fatted.
You know what I'm saying? Hit you with that Tatsumaki up in here, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But speaking of big feet, I'm not the only one who has seen video game characters with big feet. I would like to throw this segment to a Miss Gamma Ray Cosplay because there's a cat that has big feet. And I gave that cat a shot. All right. So now this cat is large and in charge. All right.
Okay. Yes.
This
Yes.
cat
Yes.
this cat be cooking. All right.
Yes.
Cat
Yes.
be
Yes.
washing
Yes.
clothes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave the cat a chance. I watched the cat. I couldn't get down with the cat, but I will say, I gave the cat a chance. The cat was funny, but it's a little too much cat for me. It's a little too much. It's a little too much. But
In the literal sense, in size, or the episode.
It's not my type of anime, but I do respect it. I do respect it. You know what I'm saying? It's a
I
big old
appreciate you
cat.
giving it a try.
You know what?
I appreciate
I
it.
gave it a shot.
Shout out to Mike. I haven't tried it. He actually tried it before I did. Shout out. That is
Look at
a hand clap moment for Mike. I've
See,
seen
Hey,
thank you.
I'll almost say this. It's one of my new top favorite anime just to kind of watch. I enjoyed watching the cats and the side eyes, the eye rolls, seeing this masterful cat literally do it all from recycling to cooking to taking care of its owner that it feels is almost just like hopeless. And borderline wants to give up on her because he's just like,
I've seen the
she
side
loses
That
her
cat wants to get her
job.
head if it won't attach.
It's exactly, and she knows it. But I appreciate that she appreciates that cat because she knows she would be lost without him. He be holding it down, but it's I don't know. I literally when I watch it, I just be like busting out laughing because I'm like this cat. I guess you know what? I feel like he reminds me of so many people I know in real life, and it's just like, yeah, I know some people who act like this. And that thing, I'm not gonna lie. You know those animes where they be doing stuff, for example, like Dr. Stone or like Food Wars, where they low key be teaching you some stuff.
Yes.
I think this is gonna be one of those episodes because they put me on a little housekeeping tip and little cooking tip that I low key gonna be like, I might have to try that.
Food Wars taught you for at least the first 3 seasons. Last season didn't teach you a damn thing.
Yeah, I still need to watch that. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the cat. But I will say I'm enjoying the cat. I'm also enjoying some of the Isekai, but I'm low key drowning in the amount and number of Isekai that is dropping. It's a lot, and they're getting. I thought it couldn't get more ridiculous than I think. What was the most one? It was like one where this office worker was able to his item box was a convenience store. I actually fooled with it. I can't think of the name of it.
Wait, time out. His Atom box
his item box.
I was saying,
you know,
Adam Apples is the store.
no.
Like, oh,
I was like, okay, I can kind of fool with that. But y'all, some of these isekai, I was like, one of them is about sweet reincarnation. You can guess, was reincarnated to be a pastry chef. But this is the kicker. I don't know if y'all seen this one. I've been reincarnated as a vending machine.
I've seen it. I haven't watched the episode.
So done. Just like I gave it a try. I gave it a try.
Said, I can't take this no more.
I can't, y'all.
I still need to watch the one I wanted to try. I've been came back as a sword. I get coming back as a sword. I get that in a fantasy world, and you're a masterful sword, and you helping like liberate people who need really a vending machine.
I mean, everybody don't get to become cool items. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like is that what they're trying to sell? They were just like, it's not going to be all joke. Fandom and it's.
I know it's a joke, but
you thought he could like turn into human and like something. Yeah, nah, he stays a vending machine
with
big and eyes. Not even an event. Oh no, they only give him eyes when you're seeing it from his perspective. What? He still looks like he look like a vending machine and ain't no eyes, ain't no like cartoony interaction with him. No, they carrying around a vending machine.
Should I
even try
one episode? Should I try one episode?
You can, just to say that you did, but I would.
I'll be honest.
Super bored. I mean, super bored.
I saw. Shout out to Mother's Basement. I saw him mention it, and I was like, he likes to trash. I love when he kind of tells jokes about isekai because it's like you don't know where the hell it's going to go. It usually makes the trash pile. He's like some of it's interesting trash, but isekai got to be stopped, man. Like even like
isekai is a menace.
Like, look, I love slice of life.
Low key, at least this recent season of it.
I get the Masterful Cat. Okay, I get that's a sitcom. I know they be doing too much of isekai. Isekai be borderline sitcom, borderline hentai, borderline fantasy power stroke. Like, pick one. Hence, it be isekai. What are you doing? They want to do everything, and they always doing some harm. It's like always a trope. There's harm. Churches are evil. There's always some weird king, racism, and slaves. It's always it's something. I'm sorry.
You talk about American history. Let me stop.
Yeah, haha. But I'm just saying, the crazy isekai that's coming out makes me want more of my uncle from another world. At least they did that. That one made sense for me. This other isekai, I don't know. I just don't know. This is why it's kind of like my least genre. I'm gonna try.
It used to be one of my favorites, but it's with these most recent ones, it's starting to get back to the bottom of the list. I used to fool with it like tough.
Oh, but if you really want to see something beyond trashy, I don't know if it pops up in your feed on Facebook. There's a book title. I'm not even gonna really go there. Like I ain't gonna. If you want to look at it, they sell it at Walmart. Of all the things, all like the people who don't want their kids to see.
Go on and call it out. What is it?
It's like I don't know. It's like some elf chick is pregnant or something. It's like I slept with a demon lord or something. Blah blah blah. Can I survive? I'm like, huh? I was like, if that get animated, first of all,
yeah, isekai must be stopped.
Yeah,
like, it must be stopped.
I think we need to make that a hashtag. Like isekai must be stopped because
put it on a t-shirt, sell it on blurtish.com.
No, I don't even want to go that far. I don't even want to get sucked into the whirlwood of trash. That's the dark side of the.
Hey,
of
now
the
that
you were like, what are we talking about
again?
again?
Don't want to make $1 from it.
I don't know. We fell in the rabbit hole, but isekai just,
Yeah. Now, to bring us out, I'd like to introduce another member of the crew, also known as Kunoichi of the Year. I give to you the one and only Ninja-sama Cosplay right before your awesome and wonderful ears. Tell them what's up. Tell them how you doing.
Trademarked. Better late than never. Good morning, good evening, good night. It's Ninja-sama Cosplay. Glad to be here as always. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome. Thank you.
Now, Ninja, since you're here, what you watching? What you want to talk about? What you watching right now?
Well, I'm watching a couple of things right now. I've put a couple of things on hold as well that I know some of you guys are watching. But I would say this week I'm gonna give my pick back to Bleach.
Oh,
I think we're in some prime time.
That's
some
right.
Prime time shonen shenanigans.
Yo, praise his holy name.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right. Ichigo in the house. You know what I'm saying?
The
Yo,
God.
you got Ichigo up in here. You got Yach. You got people going back and forth. We got awesome animations. We got, the push and pull of the power struggle. You know what I'm saying? We got some top quality animation. What is not to like, my brothers and sisters? What is not to like? Like, it's just so good.
I love it when major shonen, I say major meaning like the universe is so big, it's outlandish, we got 100 plus characters going around, but they give you some time to just kind of look at what's going on. And this is like kind of, if you think about last season plus this season, like this is like Bleach's soft answer to the Great Ninja War, in the sense that we are watching a lot of simultaneous battles, a lot of L's, some W's, a lot of push and pull, and a lot of no-name characters just getting yeeted and killed in the background. And everyone's just going on about life. Like, these people are not toasted. So I've been enjoying it, especially seeing some spotlight.
That lifted your soul. just see them poor people getting.
Yeah. Oh girl. I can't think of her name, but she's rolling with the Quincy's. She had a tantrum and yeeted like 3 dudes, including someone's head off, and she didn't even look their way. They just were in her presence.
Okay, now I sound like I gotta start. I gotta get on this season. That sounds pretty damn cool.
Exactly.
They bringing the heat, and they said it's only 9 days. Now, of course, this is TV time, so 9 days could be 4 seasons, but because of course they've like blacked out the sun, so we don't know when the sun is rising and setting and stuff. So we don't know, but. I mean, we got the Bankai's being stolen, the Bankai's being returned, and then that being like a countermeasure for that. Like, look, we good now. In the most recent episode, we got Urahara coming through. He like, yo, look, I got the Senzu beans for y'all. All right, you know what I'm saying? I got y'all, but I want to know. How much do you care, Ninja, about Toshiro? Because I kind of care, but I also haven't finished the whole first series yet. So, I mean, do we care that he lost and got back his Bankai? Like, because, I mean, he's cool, I guess. Like a little short dude doing his thing.
Listen, we might care. It's a personal, it's one of those shows where it's like Naruto and My Hero. So there's some people care. Me, little man, wasn't necessarily someone I check for all the time. I appreciate his, his story and where he's at and stuff like that. Me, I didn't necessarily feel a ting. There was no tear in the eye or nothing for me. But so for some, it might hit a little different. But I was more excited to see even like some of the lieutenants showing up and trying to do, doing their best and stuff like that and handing off the Senzu. And then Soifan came in with the biggin. And also, I mean, we're just witnessing some of the greatest anime drip of all time. My boy got a puffer jacket that illuminates all the lights so that there are no shadows, so he can't get got. I've never seen.
I will give him props
like that in a very long time. And then he even gave this homegirl a little outfit too.
Yo, his whole lab is fresh and clean.
Just dripped out.
Now, I mean, it is kind of messed up that he ain't put the rest of his folks on game. He could have just been like, all right, look, why don't we just put on like the football stadium lights? But,
no.
He was like,
he doesn't
this for me.
operate. He doesn't operate like that. He's always. I mean, I know you haven't seen all the nooks and crannies of the OG. He's a pretty self-serving individual.
You talking
just
about
like in this episode when he's
scientist?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's always,
he was so upset that Kisuke got the jump on him as to what was going on with why, De Quincy was so anti-Hollow and was figuring out all that stuff. He was mad at first to the point where I literally was like, he's going to cut this dude off and not put their brains together. But then, he is as neutral as he can be. He is still a good guy through and through. He's like, all right, come on in. Come into my crib. Figure it out. But he thought about not doing it. He was like, I'm just going to turn. In fact, he hung up on him. And dude came in through FaceTime.
And then they turned on the Walmart. Telephone for everybody. Got the intercom, and it was like, all right, y'all, look, everybody, take this senzu bean. Y'all gonna be all right. Now I know it's not a senzu bean, but it's a senzu bean. All right, everybody was all beat up, half dead. You know what I'm saying? You had wasn't like Rengiku. Like, wasn't she like beat up and all? Like,
actually not. No, it's actually I wouldn't necessarily equate it to. It's a ASS pool like a senzu bean, but it's not. It's not the same properties. It didn't necessarily heal Soifan or Hisugaya. It hollified their Bankai that kind of surged the energy back because they had their Bankai energy, like they had their Bankai, finesse back in them, and then it was hollified, so that kind of gave them a extra one shot, so to speak. But it didn't necessarily like wake them up, because even when Soifan ate it, she was still weak. She had to get propped up to shoot that big giant cannon. Like her lieutenant had to prop her up. So I wouldn't say it's like a senzu.
It's like a shot of B12.
A big old golden one.
Increase
your shot of
outfits.
B12.
It don't necessarily
like
make you
Joe
better.
Biden every morning.
Oh man. Homie, he's just struggling to walk. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
You still with us, Joe? You still with us?
Yo,
but,
Joe.
But I
Joe,
like that it
blink
wasn't
twice.
like a senzu though. Sorry.
Word. Yo, Joe, just blink twice for us, man. Let us know you good.
I mean, but if it was just like a senzu, then it would have been like over for a lot of people. I think what we're gonna see now is this is not like a senzu. Like the Quincy's are gonna answer some type of way. They can't just say, "Oh, they got hollow-fied Bankai, they win." Like,
yeah, because they did some. I can't remember what they called it on the subtitle, but that they all started to get this like glowing staff out of the ground with their like symbol, like their logo on it. So that'll be their kind of like their response to losing, or to, I guess, losing control of the Bankai. So, because Yach didn't even look like he was like really worried about it. He was just like, oh, it's no problem. It's all good. We gonna be all right.
I mean, when you spent centuries planning for this, I would hope you would have a contingency that they would figure out your rock, paper, scissors weakness. Like they're like, oh, Hollows beat Quincy's beat Soul Reapers. Like, you think that's elementary school. So I would think that maybe the big guys have thought of what happens when they finally figure out that Hollows are poison to us. Like they would get hip to that. So I think old dude is gonna come up with something, even if he doesn't have necessarily like, oh, they didn't know we were gonna give it to him in like pill form. Maybe he'll come up with something on the fly. But yeah, he wasn't terribly phased.
Yeah, he won't trip on that. Like, not at all. Now, I want to throw this because Coop, I know Coop likes this. I'm gonna throw this. Another person who's out there. He just living his life. I won't say we should maybe praise his name, but he is a wandering samurai. He just out there, just walking around, just trying to live life on the straight and narrow. And Kenshin is back. They retelling his story. They changing things up. Coop, how you feeling? How you feeling about Kenshin right now? You know what I'm saying? How you feeling? You know what I'm saying? You loving it? You hating it? Are you still there? Are you on my side? Are you on my side saying you don't like it?
I am firmly not on your side, sir. Yeah, I am with Gamma. I would ride with Gamma because I know she watch it too. Kenshin is a legend. Now I will say this. I was thinking about you, Mike. I was like, I know Mike he ain't feeling it, but I will get to the meat of it. Is it going kind of beat for beat of the original story TV? Kinda, yes, but they are making it a little bit grittier. I'm still like, it definitely is grittier. The dialogue. I never watched it in Japanese before, but this is still a new voice acting, telling, and all that. So I do like the slightly darker tone. Of course, I do like the characters that's been reanimated, so it doesn't have the bug eye animation. So it's smoother, a little grittier, a little darker, but it is the same story so far. Some parts of it are smidge different, like where it might be a little darker, a little bloodier. Like just watched episode 3, and they come across the young student of Miss Karu, who's gonna learn the life-giving sword, basically the Tendo or the wooden style sword. He still annoys the hell out of me, but I get it. Yeah, now that's one thing I would say. Like, yeah, sometimes the little, the little Naruto kids who just talk all scruffy, I'll be like, all right, we got to go through this again until he grows up and get it going. Now he did something. I ain't gonna say what he did. I don't recall that was in the previous show.
Go to spoil it up, Keith. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Don't.
It's not about spoilers. It was disgusting. But he had to defend himself away from somebody bigger than him doing something. But the language, bro, they was like, your daddy died. He was broke samurai. He went crazy. Your mama sold herself into being sold her body in the red light district. I'm like, I don't remember this being said last season. I'm like, last series. I'm like, oh, they going there.
Hey, was they battle rapping?
It was basically one of the Yakuza saying, like, the little boy didn't want to be a pickpocket because he was born a samurai to a samurai, parents. However, as with as you've seen some touches of this, the age of the samurai basically is gone in the Meiji era or whatever the era it is. You can't even, you legally cannot walk around with the swords. Like the same era that Demon Slayer is in. That's the era they in. Remember when they was trying to board the train and the police was running after them? This is that whole era where only a select few gonna be running around with swords, and they're generally like renegades, or you better have a purpose from the government to be able to use your sword.
All right, now let me rabbit hole you real quick. Hold that thought. Last weekend I saw a brother walking around with a sword looking like he was in Book of Eli, and I was like,
what kind of sword?
It looked like the way the hilt looked. It looked like it was sort of like a katana because the hilt. I mean, the sheath or whatever was completely straight, and like the way the hilt looked, it looked like. But I was like, my brother,
were you at a convention? Right? Were you at a convention?
Because you out here looking like it's apocalypse time.
Were you just running around in the daytime? This brother had a sword.
I was literally walking in the Kroger, man. I was walking in the Kroger.
Hey,
that's
weird. Is VA an open carry state?
Well, this was in West Virginia. This wasn't in Virginia. So West Virginia is a little bit wilder. I don't know. Maybe they're having duels in the streets. I don't know. But
is West Virginia an open carry state?
I don't know. Maybe
that sucker might be like exercising his right to bear arms.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know when you might have to, be like swish swish, and then you see like the candle wax like slide slowly. I mean, you never know.
I mean, it feels like you can just like carry a pair of white gloves and be like, bah, I challenge you, fool. Go get your dueling weapon.
But I mean, I apologize. Continue with you. I just wanted to let you know. Let people know. Hey,
excellent
there's brothers with swords out there, and it wasn't only in West Virginia. I saw a brother in Hollywood before I moved. He was walking down the street in a sword. It was like early Saturday morning. Like he was just walking down the street with a sword. Like
that is
had it joined back like Leonardo. I don't know.
Excellent rabbit hole because it relates to Kenshin. Like Kenshin is just one of them samurais you don't mess with it. Like. He's nice and sweet now, but he done killed like hundreds and thousands of people because he was that excellent. So he's like, I don't want to kill anymore. I want to do something with my life, type of thing.
He wants to live.
One part.
I remember being at that point in my life.
Okay.
I had to I wanted to put my sword up. It was thirsty though.
When people there you go. Keep that energy. That's Kenshin. Not him per se, but people around Kenshin. And I remember one of the Yakuza, it was like, yeah, this recent episode before he took the kid back to the dojo, he gonna put his hand on Kenshin like shoulder. Kenshin took the sword, the hilt or something, and bopped that man's head into the ceiling, and he stuck him. When somebody hits you so hard, your body, you don't even see your head no more. You just in the ceiling, like it's a Looney Tune cartoon, but it ain't funny. You're kind of like dead, or you just knocked senseless.
Yeah, that dude is dead.
Like he ain't supposed to be dead, but he might as well be. His career as a Yakuza goon need to be dead. And his Yakuza,
they gotta fire him now.
His boss was like,
look, he can't front like he tough no more.
Bruh, he just
it took 6 of us to get you out of the ceiling. Stop
out
talking
of the
tough.
ceiling. And his boss said, like, look, oh, you want the kid? Take the kid. And his boss and his people like, y'all gonna just let him walk away? He's like, look here, y'all. That man is a real manslayer. You see it in his eyes. If it only took one kid to get him away from us, and that's all it took, be thankful. He's like, here you go. All right, bye. He's yours. So
yeah, it's like, do you see how he just yeeted this man to the roof?
And the dude he yeeted was his second in command. Like flicked him. He flicked him like a booger in the ceiling and popped his head through the damn ceiling. Like it's stuck. Yo. Like he just dangling, bro.
Yeah, you gotta quit. You gotta quit like the game after that. Like
you
can't even collect money after that. Like you gotta quit the game.
Your feet swinging. Like you short and you sitting in a tall chair. Your feet just swinging.
Just
and
go.
I know about
apply the coals or something. Like you done, man. Like,
I mean, I appreciate.
No, you have a plate in your head from this experience. You can't talk tough to nobody no more.
I appreciate goons that still want to fight like that, but I appreciate smarter boss, smart bosses, because he was an old man. He's like, look, I lived long enough to know what this is. Get out of here. Goodbye. Take this kid with you. And that was just a minor part. So I'm liking, overall, I am liking Kenshin. It's probably going to be still a little predictable, but I'm liking how they telling it. But as anybody who watched it, it picks up greatly like by season 2 when the other manslayers, like some of Kenshin's old partners pop up. That's when the story gets closer to like your vibe of Samurai X that you're used to. Because
when I rented Samurai X, I was like, man, this is sweet. And my boy was like, I didn't know you like Kenshin. I was like, I don't. He was like, this is Kenshin. I was like, oh snap, this is that. I was like, well, why they ain't make that like this?
Like, I don't remember. I never watched it. I still need to watch it. But this is the telling of after his manslaying days. So I don't know if Samurai, the X movies are in that time frame, but all of the people that he used to rock with, fight or fought with, a lot of them don't jive with the new government. Some work for the government, some trying to take it down. You know, it's like they bringing Kenshin back, but he's like, you know, I'm not going to be a murderer. You know, he's like, I'm not going to kill people, but I got to defend. So he got to use his style. In fact, his style is so deadly. He's like, I'm never going to teach my style or pass it on. It's like going to die with him. You know, like he's just like, I am Ronin. I want to do good things. I want to help Miss Kaoru and grow her life-giving style. You know, so it's like if you grew up a Kung Fu or the Wandering Samurai and kind of got that neo-Western vibe, but it's not a Western. You know what you're getting into. Kind of like
because I mean, Westerns were all based on those old samurai flicks.
Yeah, like a dude will come in town and, you know, he finds a nice school marm, and that's what this basically is. And he no longer wants to be that killer that he was. He wants to maybe lay tracks down, or just not be bothered with it. But maybe he used to be like a cavalry soldier, or, you know, or certain movies he was a Confederate soldier. Boo.
Oh boy.
You know, and they romanticize that.
You know they love to wax poetic on that.
So
the
that's
Confederate soldier with a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So that's kind of what this is, where he sticks around to protect the city, whatever. But more people either going to test his nerve and then get slapped in the ceiling, or it's people who can test him that he has to resist killing because he's pretty damn good. But if they get to the boss that it used to, like there was in the first series, I implore you, Mike, to watch it. Like that cat was hellacious.
Okay,
in more ways than one.
Word.
So I will keep you posted where it's going. Is it the best anime? But it's pretty damn good, right? It's pretty okay.
Alright. Any extra thoughts, Miss Gamma Ray? Do you have any extra thoughts on the state of Kenshin at this moment?
No, I think Coop kind of definitely gave a good overview. I will say I hadn't watched the most recent episode and I had started the second one. I think I'm gonna add this anime kind of similar to what Ninja said to my list of I'm gonna let it pile up because it feels like it's gonna be a good binge.
It could be a great binge.
I'm gonna let it at least get to maybe 6 episodes, maybe 7, and then like I'm gonna do it just an all day Saturday morning binge with it.
To be fair, it doesn't hurt it's no knock to it, but it would help the story flow when you're watching it to get over certain beats. Especially since we watched it before, I might need to follow suit. But I don't know. I like it. I kind of like intrigued by it. I like the opening, like the kind of sound of it. But I might.
I like it. It's just I think, like you said, I think the flow that is in the pace that it's going, I'm gonna, for me personally, and again, like you said, this is no knock to it at all. I'll appreciate it better if I can continuously like enjoy it like back to back. Because I already know if I break it up too much, then I'm gonna fall all the way off. And I like it. I want to be able to appreciate it.
I could use like maybe watch it. Maybe I need to watch it twice a month instead of every week, and just get that little that little hour hit in there.
Well,
now, some anime though are worth the week to week watch.
Yeah.
Something that is worth a week to week watch. I'm gonna say something that I didn't think I would say when I saw the trailer for this show. Superman, aka Supermayne.
Facts.
Right?
Love it.
Yo, when I saw the trailer for it, I was like, I kind of like the art, but I'm not sure. Now, yeah, bro. Look, every Friday I'll be like, yo, what's up? All right, come on, where that show at? Let me go and watch. And this week, I'm so glad we have crossed this hump so early.
Mike, they did something. You know what they say?
The girl
they did
Lois
a lot.
ain't stupid.
She ain't stupid. They did a lot for me in episode 4, man. So much that I'm so glad that it's what the Team Avatar people are doing. Like, are the people who did the art? They're doing the art for this, right?
Yeah, like pretty much the same people from what Korra, Voltron, and She-Ra, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and I'm gonna give me some thoughts on this because they did a lot that I liked.
I love how they handle Ivo, like I really do.
Yes.
Because when you see him, you're like, hold up, man. So this is supposed to be the new Ivo. Oh, let me guess. Of course, he's the pretty guy now. It's like, no.
Tech bro.
Nah, ain't gonna work out like that at the end of the episode. And another thing that's great about the Ivo turn is that Superman didn't turn with him. Like we've seen Superman be kind of like this all-star Superman version of him, where he's always trying to find a resolution. Like he's like, yo, man, look, let these people go. It doesn't have to be like this. He's continually like a positive, good-natured. It's good to see a hero like this, because we're always inundated with like the gruff and the dour and the sad and the dark. And
thank you, CW.
And I mean, he's completely fine with saying, hey guys, we can talk this out. We don't have to fight. These people don't have to be in danger. And he's always looking at ways to save people instead of, ways to like inflict pain on the villain.
Yeah, because
like he's only going far enough to stop that person and not try to put him in the hospital. Even though Ivo kind of put himself in the hospital.
Well, first of all, the voice acting for Ivo, fantastic, because he was funny, annoying, narcissistic, and just a jerk all in one. And with so little screen time. I kind of wish he could have stayed like his pretty boy self before he got messed up. Because I think it would have been an interesting take to have a younger looking, brainiac like him. But
Okay.
but at the same time, I don't mind them doing something where he looks like his comic book counterpart. They kind of shut up the purists because they be like, yeah. But it's like, there you go. There you go. They add a little, they got a little anime-ish with it, and then you still got ugly looking, messed up Ivo. But instead of him creating I'm sure he's gonna create the android before the end of the series.
Because once they said a Mazo, I was like, oh, here we go.
He's a vasotech. He's like a fake, broke Tony Stark's. Yeah, he actually is like broke. The board is like, man, you burning all the cash, bro. We getting you out of here. We got. But I mean,
once you see the parasite suit, it's like, oh, this is where all the money going.
Yeah, and it's just
I'm pretty sure. I mean, of course, this is cartoon world, but I mean, the money to produce something like that, yeah, it's not a run to Five Below. All right,
no, not at all.
Definitely.
And go ahead, Gavin.
No, I was just gonna say, I know, like, because I'm definitely a fan of the show. I was like you, Mike. I was kind of hesitant. I was like, this gonna have to be folding laundry sometime months down the road where I've really watched everything and just need some background noise. I fool with this. I really do fool with this new Superman. And I know we had talked about trying to figure out why it wasn't like Cartoon Network really based. It was giving Adult Swim vibes. And honestly, I think it's because their target audience they're trying to reach. They're trying to reach us. But if they marketed it more on the Cartoon Network side, it would just, it's like, to me, it's even beyond what Teen Titans type level. Not saying that they're going to be, I don't think it's going to be a lot of blood or gore or super adult, but I think they're trying to pull in like the adult age group, but also where like where you say you and Lil Man are watching it together. Like that's what they're striving for. And the only way I feel like it was going to be able to pull people in is to market it how they've been doing it, having it like this set up.
What you just said, I heard that theory a little bit more, that basically, as we've been conditioned for about 20 years now, midnight on Saturday night, or when they show it on Toonami or whenever, or it repeats, that's usually one of the prime time nights for that block of entertainment. So it actually reaches more people on that midnight run or that midnight block than it would, say, for us working people if they put it like at 6, because they didn't used to know how to, rest in peace to Thundercats. I'm gonna still say rest in peace to 2011 Thundercats. They didn't know how to market it when that should have been on Toonami. That would have been a hit, but they didn't know how to. They was worried about toys. Okay, they're like, well, look, it's Superman. WB then committed to more of DC animation. So whatever that means for the animation block or the anime block, we'll see. But since you let's take this property, let's do both with it. I love it. I think a lot of people are starting to get their eyes on it. The people are starting to get it. And if you watch anime but you don't know about, this old timey guy named Superman, you might like it. Like, oh, I like this guy. Like, it's like he's refreshing.
And to a Mr.
I don't think it's gonna get.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
To a Mr. David Zasloff, look, scrap all that other animation you doing, and just stick with this squad. That Archer stuff, nah, bruh.
I mean, that might happen. I would love
to
stick with this.
It doesn't work for DC. It just doesn't.
This company know how to make their characters emote. They know how to seem human. And honestly, I would have made.
And they handle comedy well. Like when Perry busts in the room on him, he like, "Can you come see me real quick?" Like even like the small things that they do. When Cat Grant's team introduces themselves, like they know how to handle
that was hilarious.
Well.
And
it was not over the top, like super cringe, corny. It was funny.
Just right.
And it was it was just the right amount, and I could appreciate it, and I think they wrote it well with how Superman and Clark and all them like reacted to all that.
And I gotta say this with the bottom of my soul. One thing why I haven't had to really search out any new slice of life, the flirtations between, and the innocent flirtations between Clark and Lois have been beautiful. It's been spot on. These two wonderful 20-year-olds looking at each other and getting all googly eyed. I dig it. And the fact they didn't have to wait all this long. I love the fact that this is where the American,
I'm so glad I didn't drag this out.
Coop, and you said it. 20-year-olds, adults. How about that? And we're still interested.
Yes, they're 20-year-olds. We don't have to work. And like what you just said, we don't have to worry about them being in high school. They don't have to be like getting all like, oh, I held her head up. It looks like, no. She like, you know what? Your big fine muscle self, come here. I'm gonna kiss you. Yes. I was like, look at that. And it's harmless. It's not the end of the world. And he's like,
Coop, you know, I want that. What you just said to be written into something. Come here, you big fine muscle self.
She's like,
I'm gonna kiss you.
Like
I want that written into something.
You seeing it from both of their point of views as fully formed adults, but they're not doing nothing disgusting or whatever. She's like, oh, big farm, you know, Smallville, he look good, you know, he's sweet, he there for me, he got potential. And you know, Clark like, shoot.
He's like, all right, Shorty got a little something. You know, and even when she was talking about, you know, feeling like a failure, he was like, nah, like, you know, he showed her from his perspective, like what he sees.
It's like, you making my life better. Like, I like you and I want to.
He been listening to that Neo. You know what I'm saying? You make me better. You know what I'm saying? He been listening to that Neo. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and it's just
he about to teach about the champagne life. You know what I'm saying?
And I think
on the cool, my son loves dang Neo. He is it's weird. He is a big, just out of the blue Neo fan. That sucker be singing Champagne Life.
Yo, like, on the low, Champagne Life is a dope song.
It is, bro. It is a good song. I was like, I don't know. It still works.
I think I listen to it at least once a week.
And look,
he told Lois trouble is a bubble in a champagne glass. You know what I'm saying?
And don't get me twisted. I still like you know, Plies and Neo. You know, I still listen to that. So, I love the that's a perfect hook, man. When Neo, when he gives you a hook and it's perfect, I can't deny it. It's like, this is great. And that's how I feel about Superman. I'm like, this is great. Lois and Clark, they're great.
It really is.
It makes me, it's bubbly, it's happy, and you get action. I mean, Clark was getting punched in the gut.
Yep.
You know, he was
Coop has slacked off on his DC hate. That's how good this is.
Yep.
He don't even know it. He hasn't said anything.
Nothing.
He been bashing WB. Not bashing them. He been giving them what they do.
No. I bash WB.
No, you giving them what they do. So if I don't want to call it bashing because they are do this.
Like he's leading the drum.
Get on their tail.
He's leading the drum with the strikes.
They kicking this one out the park, man.
Shout out to RDC1 when they made this joke months ago. They was like, remember they joke like, how can we F up DC even more? They was like, oh, maybe we should, and then somebody said, maybe we should let the DC animation team promote them because they always do great. It was like, really? Get out of here. Nobody want to hear from these cartoons. Like, they actually do good. Like, they do good work. They should be running. They should have more of a presence. And hopefully James Gunn will pull from that, but I know he won't. But you know what?
James Gunn gonna make this his own little pet project, and I wouldn't hold y'all breaths, you know, for anything amazing. I'm gonna just say that.
Wow.
Man, look, y'all just don't bet the farm on it.
All I'm gonna say is this, Clark, you know, you gotta be more smooth when you put like, you know, sensitive information on put in your pockets, bro, and you around somebody who's a journalist. Like, you're a journalist too. Shout out to Clark for getting on Ivo's butt, but like, man, you displaced them people. You out here moving.
See, it was cool till he started talking about his girl. He said, "Oh, you ain't gonna talk about my woman." He said, "No." We ain't having that.
Clark flashed out.
I flashed out too. I'm like,
he lost it.
Like,
And I
don't
was
get me wrong.
Clark.
I kind of feel Ivo. I mean, I wasn't feeling what he was saying. Like he do got some good taste. Like they do, like they are cute. But I was like, Lois is cute. He was like, he called Lois ugly. I'm like, Lois is cute, man. What you talking about? Like,
I mean, Lois did spill barbecue sauce on the shirt. I mean, she won't really. It wasn't her shining moment, but still.
I get it. But I love how Clark stood. He like, wait a minute.
He like, hold up now.
Like, man, that's my woman. That is my future woman. That is my future wife. I saw it because that's one of my extra powers I got that y'all know about. Oh, I'm just joking. But anyway, I'm speaking it into existence.
Hey, the power of self-determination.
So
that one gonna be mine.
Strangely enough, my slice of life is I'm getting it from Superman. Who would ever thunk it?
Nice.
Hey man, I as the lone like Batman guy.
Oh Lord.
I don't get super excited about Superman stuff. This is great. They outdid themselves. And, I mean, and they have a good reputation for animation, but they are killing this.
Like, this is the type of stuff. If I was like, in the executive roles, the second I saw like maybe like the first episode or first 2 episodes, I'd have been like, yeah, let's go in green light season 2. I'd have been like, let's go in like this. Why are we wasting time?
Green light it to work.
If Zablov was smart, and when we know he isn't, he would have greenlit this as soon as he saw how successful the first 2 are. But with him, success doesn't necessarily move the meter. So
This better get a
he's
minimum.
kind of he's not an idiot savant. He's just an idiot.
A minimum of 4 seasons at least.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold my breath.
And then roll that into a newly inspired, Justice League or Flash or Batman or Wonder Woman with the same team, and then
that's what happened
Justice League, and then roll
with
that
Justice
into
League Unlimited.
Yeah. Do that same thing you did in the 90s from Batman to Superman to Justice League. Do the same thing.
I got a feeling there's gonna be that super the old, DC continues. I don't want this anime stuff.
I think they should do 2 to 3 seasons, and then like you said, roll it into more of a Justice League thing. I've really enjoyed the show thus far. I'm 1 episode behind.
Yeah. Clean sweep for anime-ish.
Hey man,
we out here loving it, man. We out here loving it.
If they have, I would love a Batman and a Wonder Woman and a Flash and a Green Lantern in that style.
And make
I want to see it.
Younger, new voice actors or up and coming voice actors or stars to put that freshness touch on it. I think it could work. It worked for the new 52. Even though I was more grim, gritty, and dark, but it still brought a freshness to it at the time, and they had to end it in budget cuts. But that's why they kind of ended it, or I think the books ended and all that stuff. But I get it. You can't do it forever, and then there's no more, Snyderverse. So you might as well change. If you're gonna change up, man, I agree with Mike. Do it in this style. Why not?
Yep. Like, I am so happy with this. I can't go any further. But I want to switch it up real quick.
One more quick thing.
Go ahead.
Has love. Static is right there. Go ahead and get
Let
that
it go.
warmed
They ain't
up,
doing
man.
nothing for no black characters. Go ahead. Don't even waste your time. Save your blood. They ain't doing
like don't
black
you get
characters.
your feelings. Don't get your feelings hurt.
All they're gonna do is some like lukewarm, kind of like small gestures towards any milestone stuff to pretend like they care about black characters.
You know what? We even gotta let's pretend he's not with Milestone like they always do anyway. Let's just get Static out there. I don't care about Milestone. Sorry, Milestone people. Like y'all love it, but just Static is dope. He's bigger than Milestone to me, and y'all crap on me if y'all hear that. I don't care. I really don't.
Milestone had their chance to be dope, and they blew it. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But you know who else blew it? Your boy, Mr. Gojo. All right, you know how he blew it? His man Gito said, "Look, do you need to rest?" He said, "Nah, man, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna stay vigilant on this trip. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep my eyes wide open." checking out all the schematics and all my peripherals, all right? But he didn't know. Oh no, he ain't know, bruh. He ain't know Fushiguro was up on him.
And
Fushiguro said, look, I done peeped your style. I know what you're doing. I know where you're coming from. You the only person that ever saw me sneak up. So now I know what I need to do to whittle you down, to break you down to the very last compound. And what did we see? We saw a sad showing of Gojo trying to defend himself. Brother was getting whipped. It was sad, man. I mean, it was good to see that this character isn't like all knowing, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot of people online like, well, who can beat him? It's like, well, Fushiguro can beat him.
Prep time.
It's not about the mind. It's not about the muscle in the arm, but the muscle in the dome piece, man. He knew. He knew that weakness.
I love a good, like did you hear? I gotta appreciate a good villain. That man hated you since you was a child. He's like, okay, I got something for you, Playboy. It's like, I see how this works.
He had that hater look when he was little too.
Did he? He looked at him like, I can't stand this stuff. It's like, he actually saw me. I'm cold out here. Do you know how cold I am? And this boy turned around and I can't even do nothing. It's like, okay, put cases on all your people.
Y'all gonna be in Pelican Bay. but the craziest part of the newest episode is Guido has Riku, one of them, sorry, but has her downstairs. They're like, look, everything's all good, everything's fine, we have made it, we are in the high school, we're protected, there's barriers and all that, everything's okay. And then she catches a bullet to the dome, man.
Bruh, I didn't see
cold-blooded.
This boy using guns. He's like, I ain't about to, super speed or whatever, I'm just gonna shoot her. I'm like, and
he dusted off his hands and was like, job's finished. I guess I can go home. Just adding salt to me.
The arrogance to think that you can just walk out after doing that.
Bruh.
You done broken into the Jujutsu high school premises or whatever. All right, you done killed one. Well, I mean, as far as we know, fake know he's dead. We know he ain't dead, but and say if you was there, you would think Gojo dead. So, all right, you done killed one of our people. Now you done killed the girl that's supposed to be the vessel of the next coming or whatever. And you think you just gonna walk out this joint? Yo, that's arrogant. That man, you can't tell him nothing right now.
I think this is where you see the that emotional, like, what's the word I want to say? I guess just angst and anger and against the world from Lord, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Yes. Yeah. Like that was a triggering point to kind of build up, like, okay, he just didn't turn on his best friend, homie, like, just out of nowhere. Like, this was the seed that was planted to lead to where we are today.
So nice about, like, I was like, oh, this is like, he's being nice. He's like, Guido got good manners, and then the gunshot went off like a cannon, and before he could even react, and he was still smiling, and the girl body is crumbling. And he beat up old men, senior citizens. So what you think he's gonna do to you?
He helped them see their life flash before their eyes.
Man, he whooped that old man. That old man shouldn't have stepped up.
Beat you into your happy place.
If that old man was somewhere getting the senior ticket to the matinee, or he was drinking his senior coffee at IHOP, he wouldn't have got whooped up. But he came to the battlefield. All right. So therefore, I must treat you as an equal. All right. And equally,
Mike has no respect for the elderly.
Whoop your butt.
Goodness.
Bruh, I'm saying he should have whooped him, but Mark, I'm gonna show you how he whooped him, dog. Bruh, Like,
the elderly don't catch a break
Mark.
over here.
Mark, just
no.
imagine, let's say you arguing with somebody, and then I don't know, in a split second, you swimming in a pile of money, like I don't know, Scrooge McDuck, you like 7 feet tall. I don't know, whatever your happy place is, Mark. And somebody beat you into that state of consciousness, and you didn't even know you was getting beaten. You just like, oh, I'm feeling great. I'm 20
You got
years
beat
young.
to your happy place.
Bruh, he got beat
You know that's not a good scenario. I'm the beater. I
Man,
beat
he
people.
whooped-
I
I'm
punch
just
on people.
saying.
That man so
I'll take
good.
him.
Bruh,
It's been a long time.
that dude, the
Looking
room
forward to it.
turned gold. He saw his dog. He saw his youth. And then he was like,
Oh,
wait
bruh.
a minute.
It's almost sweet.
I would compare to when growing up you got like hit so hard, like you made your whole body and life pause. Like didn't no scream come out, didn't no tears. You just
You hurt.
Yeah, you ain't
You
even
just hurt.
breathe. It was a second you didn't breathe. It's just like
yes, that
everything
is what
just
it was.
paused.
Yep.
Oh, bro, I was just like, good lord. And Guido ain't supposed to have no hands. That's supposed to be his weakness, is close combat. Nope. He got it covered.
He was like,
yeah.
I'm letting y'all
Not
think.
to be beating
I don't
people
have no
into their
skills.
happy place. Like that's a different level of ass kickery.
Bruh. Between people getting slapped into the ceiling and that one, they're gonna stick with me for the anime season. I'm telling you that. Just
And so I know y'all were worried, like, man, they're gonna drag this out. I am very happy and surprised that they are not. We are almost to, I think, if I had to get maybe one, maybe two, definitely no more than two, then we out. We
Wait.
back.
So they say we just getting 2 more episodes, then we back to modern times or something?
Yeah, like it's this little part of the art is they definitely are wrapping it up faster than I thought they would. Because I was like, man, please don't make a whole season about this. Like, but no, they got through it pretty fast.
I mean, the way they fighting, I don't mind one way or another, but the animation is beautiful, so I'm all for whatever make.
Oh yeah.
Like, good lord, people are getting cut up. The way Gojo got cut up, oh boy was cutting him like that was a hateful cut. It was like,
Yeah, Gojo was trying, man, but he ain't had no help, man. He couldn't. He was too exhausted.
He was tired. He was dehydrated. He ain't slept.
Now you supposed to always go for the head, but I mean, he still stabbed up his whole leg, his arms. It's just like
his whole body is mangled right now. So look, we'll catch him next week, man. Sadness covers the land.
But give them props though. They make Okinawa look like the greatest place on earth in everything in anime. They really
Okinawa they was living on that beach.
They must have a great like advertisement plan. They like really selling Okinawa. And I don't mean just recently, like in all times of history of anime, when Okinawa pop up, it looks like heaven. I want to go. It looks like the most beautiful beach in the world.
I mean, they was straight just chilling. They was chilling to the point where I was like, yo, hold up, don't y'all have something to do? Like y'all out here just living it up. Don't y'all have responsibilities?
Show off the summer fashion real quick.
Here's like for a second. Let me just go to the beach, let her have some fun, chill out. So I mean, I understand. You can't be all work and no play. I understand. But I got one more topic I want to cover with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I know we already passed time. And then Ninja threw me something that I want us to talk about together, but that's on another show. We'll do that another time because Ninja done got me hyper in the back, and she done sent a message and got her brother hype. I got to sit down and actually view and understand what she done sent.
Let me see this.
But there is not only happiness on the beach, but there is happiness in Shinjuku. See, you have to understand, my brothers and sisters, that sometimes Shinjuku might be crawling with zombies, but if you're with your best friend, your friend since way back, someone who knows you and you know them, and y'all can relate on a deep, friendship, personal level, then everything can be all right. Even if you have to cross the barrier, even if you have to cross your fear, you too can make it if you are with your best friend, your brother in arms. I give to y'all Zom 100.
I don't know if you preaching or if you trying to get people to join a fraternity.
I
I
tell
was
you
feeling
what,
all that. I was feeling all of it.
I feel like I got to go to church on Sunday.
I feel like I'm gonna start. Feel like I need to go
Amen.
get some letters and on a jacket and go to church.
I would definitely say this last episode
Love it.
was. I love it. I love the storyline. I mean, the animation is still always great. Like this is by far my favorite episode to date. Like, and I'm like, are y'all intentionally? Are y'all trying to be like deep with these underlying like messages, or
hey,
is
man,
it that I'm reaching to be deep? Because honestly, watching it, I was like, yo,
you right there.
They hit my soul.
Like time is short.
Right there,
like.
Man.
Like,
you know what? You could be with the homies. Like, don't let that one argument have you like not speaking to the A1 day one.
Yo,
over nothing. And I'm telling you right now, it had me thinking like, how many of my homies would I like cross a zombie populated city to go save? And I'm like, those are my A1s. And like, have I talked to them?
Quick rabbit.
This week.
Quick
Let me call.
Quick real life rabbit hole. Not to bring it down. Like, yo, I used to work in budgeting, as most people know. A kind of exploitive job on your life and time, because you used to have to, you know, meet a big deadline, because by law in the state, you have to have that budget put together. So you got to give extra time, work over weekends, you know, no questions asked. You got to be on call, you know, through the day to answer questions, blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't going to, you know, some issues was going on. Wasn't really the lifestyle for me that I needed, especially I needed to be there more for my son. My dad was also, you know, his health was going down. You know, my dad he died in his 90s. And it's like, after I switched jobs, my dad passed away a year. And I literally had the mind like, damn, what if I didn't work that job? I could have spent more time with him. And I literally said that to myself. So there is something in Zom in this show that if you have felt that way, it hits you. And it does make you faint. It does hit your spirit and your soul in that way. And it's entertaining the hell out of me. But it's like
it's like that. It's like that about your relations, like friendships, family. But I also like how they tied it in to even career choices. Like his best friend told him like, you know, I wanted to be a comedian. I ain't want to be no real estate agent. I want to be out here making people laugh and doing silly jokes. And he was like, sound like you need to quit today and you start your career, homie. Like, let's do it. Like, let's, you know, go ahead.
Zom 100 need to stop.
And I don't know.
Stop playing.
If it was
I think that's my favorite.
I low-key thought of you, Mark. Mark, I low-key thought of you when he said that. I was like,
same.
Oh, this Mark. It's Mark about to take over the comedy game.
And there is something, I don't know if it was in a manga or I read the manga chapter, which I this show that hit me so much I had to keep reading it. He said like I had to lie to people to their face to get these contracts off.
Oh,
and it's like, bro, and it's like, damn.
Now, cool. When I read that on the screen, I thought about you and like what you said you had to deal with in budget and how you like y'all Coop have so much integrity. They put them contracts in front of him and he was like, nah, I'm gonna do something else.
I mean, bro, it's like, here's the thing. It wasn't even built for me to really try to fake it, but people would actually accuse me like, you did this because you do it for some other person. Like, I'm doing the rules that you people, your fellow council people are hired to do. How you don't know the rules that you were sworn in to do? Like, I can't do the math on this, sign it and move the money. Like, do you not know what segregation of duties is? Bruh, there are some vapid soulless people in some high positions.
Yeah, bro.
That don't need to be there.
I don't want to rabbit hole on that, but
yeah, so me neither.
I talk about how they promote in police departments and it
Your
is
soul.
it sucks. It really does. We see I working in the police department and just seeing the way that they promote, I understood why things were so bad. But I don't even want to go into that rabbit hole. It's another conversation for another time. It was cool. Akira was looking at his friend Kensho. He was like, man, like I'm sorry, I should have listened to you. I should have listened to you all those years ago. Like, I've been miserable. And Kensho was like, yo, I was just fronting. I was miserable too.
But
My life sucked too.
he still made money. He dated models, but he was empty inside.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know, when you don't like what you're doing, there's money helps. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, but you kind of feel, you're saying you kind of feel that soul leaving you. Every day you get dressed to go in or something, you just feel like that little piece of you be like, man.
I mean, y'all, I've spoken of my work struggles. I'm in such a good place. I actually like the work that I do for maybe the first time in my life. And it's so vastly different than just doing something for a paycheck. I do this for a paycheck, but I dig it, as opposed to doing something I didn't dig but had to do for a paycheck. So it's man, look, if you take a note from Zom 100, man. If you bog down in a job that's just you feel like it's stealing your light and stealing your fire, man, find something else. They got other jobs.
Also, don't wait to apologize to that friend. Don't wait, if you know it was like, yo, look, we've been down forever. Ain't no need for us to be fighting, or not speaking. Go on and pick up that phone. Don't message them, pick up that phone. They need to hear the sincerity in your voice. You know what I'm saying? Pick up that phone.
What I appreciate, like what we said about Lois and Clark. I'm glad that there's shows focusing on young adults that's out of college, out of high school, and that they can show that Japan can write these type of characters to be fleshed out beings. Like, they got the protagonist, crazy stuff, but he's still an adult, and he's like, he realized, like, okay, I'm having this mental break, but man, I miss my home, like, I miss these things. I was devoid of friendship. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like,
I thought that was funny. Like, when he told his homeboy, no, look, I'm gonna come scoop you up. His friend was like, how? It's impossible. Like, I'm gonna die here.
And you saw the ingenuity. You saw the ingenuity. He figured it out.
He was like, hey man, I ain't talked to you in like a year. Like, how you been? Like, where you at? And his friend's like, dude, I'm yeah, you're right, it's good, but like it's a whole zombie apocalypse. Like, I'm about to starve to death. Like, you sound really good. He's like, hey, like, that's just
don't worry, I'll be right there.
But I would just say this. Shout out to Kensho. First of all, he's been a good friend. He has wonderful taste in hotels. I'm leaving it at that. Saved his life by accident. he was like, I'm dying here, but he's like, boy, if I did not pick this type of hotel room, good job on me. So sometimes things that you into might save you in a zombie apocalypse.
Might save your life. You know what I'm saying?
Might save your life, man. Just
never know.
Just know Kensho is that dude, bro.
Chips, dips, chains, whips.
Y'all
go.
Like
and also shout out to them showing the host club and host manager with a heart of gold.
Oh,
I appreciate that
so
little.
Funny.
The host was so serious. He was like, "It's war."
Thank you for pulling it out, Sherry. I'm sorry. Yeah, because I was cracking up. I was like, wait, am I watching the right show?
Me too. I thought it was like I thought it was gonna be like a TV gag. I'm like, oh no, this is real. Like, they grabbing weapons
and they went to war. I love it.
And I got
a place will be protected.
Yo,
hey y'all,
straight
up. If the zombie apocalypse go down, call me. I'm in my car listening to old Tupac bumping when my homies call. Boom da doom da doom. Well, I right chop.
What you know what?
I'm on the way.
The manga,
I'm running over zombies. I was gonna say some more stuff. It's more inappropriate.
But them animating it was It was fantastic. They really gave life to that whole thing of the just to have the host like talking to a little girl like I'm like, what is going on? And they grabbing Molotov cocktails to slap in their face. But also, you in a zombie apocalypse? Why y'all fighting them head on?
Look, the smartest thing y'all can do is either thin out the herd or create extravagant large traps. You know what I'm saying? Similar to what your boy Akira did. He created an extravagant large trap. They all came to the car, kaboom, and then he just walked right in.
Bruh, I loved it. And he was like,
you know what's funny about Akira? Like we realize Akira is like experiencing like a mental breakdown, but he is living with joy unparalleled from not working his job no more.
He brings me joy,
it has made him extremely good at surviving. Like he's like, nah, I gotta live to do these things on my bucket list. So let me figure out smart ways to eliminate these. Like he's thriving.
Homie hopped on a motorcycle like he was just running to the store. Like
right.
And I'm telling you, the stuff that's coming. Akira and Kensho, they some survivors, and they do it with flair and joy and zest. I don't know what to say. It's like a passion for life that is ridiculous.
I didn't know if I was gonna like Kenzo's character that much at first, but then when he was like, "Yo, I was just fronting. I hated my life too."
Kensho
and he said he was gonna be a stand-up comic. And his first bit, he jumped naked. In the mid jump, he took all his clothes off. Like, man, what is this dude doing? What is wrong with these cats? This is hilarious. It's also excellent.
Is a great wingman, bro. Just a great dude, bro. And I mean, you know, they supporting each other, bro. It's funny. I can't wait for the next few episodes, bro. It's going to get better. It's going to even get better.
This is proper.
Hey, Mike and Gamma and Sherry, if you're listening, y'all share it. She's been having some connectivity problems, so she had to bow out, and she said, "Good luck and take care. She'll be in the next one, I hope." But
after she stopped by,
in my other chat group with some of my other Blur friends, it's funny. They was like, "Yo, Coop," and Camp was like, "Yo, we done really turned Mark into a whole otaku out here."
Yeah, we have succeeded. So full
conversion. I am searching out anime before I look for American-made shows.
And look what you got. You got anime DC stuff now.
Hey, maybe the best iteration of Superman I've seen in a really long time. So,
and without a racist Dean Cain.
Hey,
so, the last, I guess, one of the last.
The thing that tripped me out is I interviewed Dean Cain, and then like a couple months later, he was on Fox News. I was like, man, come on, bro. I'm like, you're killing me, man.
You know what? Dean Cain was one. He was cool with us for a minute. He was on out of time with Denzel, kissing all up on Sanaa Lathan.
Hold up. He was who he was on a different world. That's who he wound up being. The racist varsity dude bro who got Dwayne Wade in jail. They went to jail. That's who Dean Cain was all along. Ain't that something?
Now when I think about it, he got an old super conservative name. Like if he ran for senator, vote for Senator Dean Cain.
If I was a racist old white man, that's a name I would believe in. That is
I believe in Dean Cain. I've never met him. I've never seen the man.
Conservative name, Dean Cain.
I just know he has a squared up jaw.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And he's about justice.
But
justice for just us.
My name got 10 letters or less, 12, 10 letters. Simple and to the point. Dean, John, you can't get no stronger than that. Anyway, but just some bizarre.
Look, we gonna get up out of here, y'all. We gonna bother y'all no more. Look, there's tons of dope shows. Oh, I forgot. I can't even say there's tons of dope shows to watch, because if I say there's tons of dope shows to watch, people gonna be like, "You a scab? You out here scabbing?"
How you scab if you indie?
Just all right, man. Look, I mean, hey, if you happen to see a show, man, look, don't even get me started. I got a Strike Talk on YouTube right now with Solar Gray, but I'm gonna throw it to the Gaminated one. If you could tell people where they can find you and why you're so dope.
Oh, well, thank you. As always, I enjoy these conversations. If y'all want to check me out, you can find me at Gamma Ray Cosplay on all the lovely social media platforms. And why am I there? I mean, it's because I got homies like y'all. I mean, and we love anime.
Yo, man,
They get no better than that.
You know what I'm saying? Make a brother proud. You know what I'm saying? Just
Are you choked up?
hold
You know what
back
I'm saying?
tears.
I thought the audio was messing
So
up
I
for
fools
me.
with y'all.
All right, let me throw it over to Mr. Cooper, also known as one half of the dynamic duo from the South. What's up?
Hey man, I used to joke when we first started Blurtis, or early on. I used to call myself the 1/4 otaku. Cause I was like, you know what? I like anime. Some people may not like some anime. Maybe the people ain't want to hear it. I don't know, man. That 1/4 is increasing. Like that 1/4 is out here, man.
1/4 is like 1/3 or something now.
Look, man. I'm reading manga. My manga intake is increasing because shows are hitting. I gotta watch them and watch them get animated. Like I'm living the life. And shout out to Mark, man. He's become such an otaku. He knows what I like. Even no matter, the weirdos who hate on Avatar, there's an uncle. He told me about an uncle. Iroh is getting a book in the Avatar
graphic
series,
novel.
in the one that follows the original Avatar stories. And Jay, in the boo thing he was trying to holler at, Jade is in there too. I'm like, bruh, this is life.
Okay.
I might actually buy that book. Like, just for Uncle Iroh.
Yes, same.
Like,
Same. Because again, you put me on to another thing that I gotta likewise give all y'all some love, but yo, Coop put me on to
Mark,
some things
saved you from
that
giving
I
that
absolutely love.
that
And
Avatar live action credit.
I'll never miss another episode of Demon Slayer. Never.
Like,
Never.
bruh, I'm telling you, day one when the Avatar movie's out,
So much.
we gonna be there. We gonna be
Yeah.
there. First day when they show the young and up and coming, the adult Avatars movies. Oh, we there. But y'all, this has been great. Like, this season, this year of anime has been seem unusually good. Usually, sometimes I have to go pull some stuff. I've been able to skip some. Like, I got so much good choices. I can be like, Tokyo Revengers. I get back to you. I don't even gotta watch you for hype. I got other stuff to watch. Like, I can do that now with the new stuff. And I'm so glad I've been a couple of years ago. Y'all, if you into the older anime, that's cool. But I advise you, sometimes try new shows of each season. If you gotta let it build, cool. But try new things each season. If you like anime and you want to get more into it, that's how you get into it. You ain't gotta be like, well, back in my day, because your day will come back around. New Watanabe and John Wick director is gonna make one. We got shout out to Camp Ninja something. He showed us the video for that. That's coming. Like,
Lazarus is on the way.
Hey, yo,
and I was
Ninja
thinking this
just
was
posted.
something that was just in development. I didn't know they had a trailer already, or at least maybe some
Ninja
pre-animation.
Just posted it in our group, and this trailer looks like it looks like it's gonna be the business.
Like, bro, I am a
Cannot wait.
Shinichiro Watanabe fan. That is like, if they say his name and he makes something, I still gotta watch all of Carol on a Tuesday. But he makes something, I'm watching it. That's just how that's gonna go. I'm going to watch his whole library.
Lazarus looks beautiful. It looks like some of the most beautiful animation. Like, look, man, look.
We living right now.
It's not enough I can say.
Everything from masterful cats to ninjas to samurais to,
oh my,
spacemen who got crushes on,
Kunoichis.
I was gonna say on cute racially ambiguous reporters. I guess she's Asian now. Shout out to Asian voice actors doing Lois. So I think they let her show some of her heritage in that outfit. They'll never say it, but I feel like it was a little nod to maybe Chinese culture. The way she had the bows on the side and things and whatnot. Maybe I don't know, but I know the voice actor is Asian, so I think she is Chinese. So I think that's pretty cool to let that flow into the actual character, and she looked cute while doing it. So, man, we got it, bro. Like, so you can find me at blurred _ISH blurred blurtish page on Facebook. There is no more Twitter. It's going to be X. I think you ain't got to worry about finding me on that place anymore soon. Threads is coming. If you find me on Twitter, cool. I don't know, because I don't know if I'm gonna be running around saying I'm going to X to you or Xing. I don't know what the madman is talking about.
That might be a tax dodge or some type of move, but you know what I'm saying, that's a whole other thing. Go ahead.
That's about to be dead. I need an anime of Elon and old boy fighting in a steel cage. Somebody make that happen out there. But and of course, find us at www.blerd-ish.com. That's www.blurs.com. Sale at the end of this week. Yep. We will be streaming Double Dragon Gaiden soon. Me and Mark. I said, Mark, snap. Get over here. Like Scorpion.
I'm coming. I'm not.
Look, y'all.
This must be done.
I ain't gonna say Mark age. We old. We played Billy and Jimmy Lee in the arcade. We played two of these dragon brothers who have no sleeves and
don't need sleeves.
Don't need. They gotta
free up your arms so you can punch people.
They got
the redneck ninja legion.
The redneck ninjas out here gonna be hurricane kicking people in the head. We are going to play. I'm getting that thing early. But if you want to buy it, I am an affiliate of Play Asia. You can go to my latest post. I did a post for San Diego Comic Con. Just kind of the videos I watch, different stuff, and a little bit of Anime Expo. I got a link. You can buy it if you want to definitely get a physical copy. Collect your media if you feel so. Please, by all means, we appreciate it if you do.
I don't know if it's safe to say that this crew right here that is about to grace the Mid-City Microcon is poised to do something dope, but I'll hold back, you know what I'm saying, and give the microphone up to a Mr. Mark Dub. Tell them where they can find you.
Y'all, when it comes to anime, Coop is absolutely right. It is an exciting time to be alive. If you're an otaku or an old taco, you still should like this good anime. It's a good time to be alive. I am Mark Dub in real life and on IG. And MarkDub44 on Twitter/X. You still got to put twitter.com/MarkDub44 to find me there until it becomes X or whatever this tax dodge is for Elon the idiot.
Excellent.
And I'm Mark Wallace on Facebook. Y'all find me. Come find me. Come hang out with me.
Yo.
I'm decent in real life too.
Speaking of coming and hanging out with us, you can do that in Baton Rouge at the Mid-City Microcon, or see us at our meetup at KOK Wings. You know what I'm saying? Going to holler at us. We're gonna be chilling, kicking it on Saturday night. Do not sleep. You know what I'm saying? And show up at the panel, or we gonna have a good time. We gonna have a Holy Ghost good time, if you will. With that said, I am NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. And until the next attack from Dr. Ivo, until the next Zom 100 list item that gets stricken from the page, until the retaliatory attack from the Soul Reapers back to the Quincy's. This is us saying peace.